Good morning, everybody. This is video, number 3 for Thursday, and I don't have much time to film, but the sun is coming out. It's a lot brighter than the first video, so I'll see if I can even check in 7 or 2/8/24. Check in number 3. I was feeling pretty good when I started the first video, even after that dream that was so vivid and realistic, and now I'm feeling yucky, and I was getting sick. I did eat something, drink my tea. I'm not in the mood to go to this appointment. I have wished I had canceled it yesterday, but I'm just going to go. That's all I can do is just go. I think that I'm going to just, I guess, come back, and I got to do my Spanish and stuff beforehand. I guess I'll just come back and get the computer back out and do my work. That's all I can do, right? I got to get gas. I got to figure out how to get gas. So I'm going to have to transfer some money so I can pay down my credit card. I've done it in 2 separate installments, and it's telling me still that I owed money. I don't like that. I paid $100 at the end of the month, and stuff's due on the 13th, and paid $150. Then it's still saying I owed $100. I don't like that. That's making me uncomfortable. I don't like having to pay. I like chipping away at stuff, so I don't like the way the system's set up, where it's penalizing me for doing what I did. I have a lot of issues with that, but the sun's coming out. I got the blinds open so I wouldn't miss it, because I've been missing it, especially this low winter sun. I'm watching Monk. I started the episode last night. I had forgotten I started it, and it took me right where I was, which was good, so it made me laugh a little bit. Even though it's murder mysteries, but it still made me laugh. So I'm gonna, my stomach's a little bit better, so I'm going back to so people put things in words, things that it's not taking rocket science. Like, you already have this kind of thought in your heart. Listening to your heart. I have stuff on the back burner in my heart. Like, other people, so people buying land. Hey, you're a single woman living on some land by yourself, not knowing what to do. People say you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't live there, you can't grow crops, you can't have livestock, blah, blah, blah. And I hear this lady say, oh, don't let other people project their ideas on what they can't do onto you. And I get that all the time. My other counselor said, I can never have a home clinic. I can never figure out the insurance. You're going to have to hire somebody. I was like, I've been doing this since 2015, since January 1st, 2015. The thing I used to talk about in counseling was, it's not about the insurance and the issues. It's about changes, glitches. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield has been out and out and out since I've been using it. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. Days go by, I can't log in. Just a regular maintenance fine, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do a lot of my insurance checking on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because I'm open every day and I'm working alone. So I'm not having a Monday through Friday 8 to 4:30 staff doing all this stuff during business hours, getting on the phone and stuff for me while I'm seeing patients. I'm doing everything. But today's Thursday, that there's been an outage all week and on the weekend. Like, I was barely able to check someone's insurance. You're supposed to check it real time the same day before they come to double check that their insurance policy didn't end last night or this morning at midnight, right? So I get mad when I waste my energy talking to people about there's changes. Like, if you knew how to do what your staff did, you would not be questioning me about, I don't know how to do anything. The system changes. Just like the price of food changes. It's not consistent from the day I'm born to the day I die. It's not. Some things could be, but for what I've seen in my life, from my perspective, it's not. So, what I have to do, and I've had that thought, this person can't do it, so they're telling me I can't do it. This person says I can never do it because it's too hard, when they're looking at me doing it and not believing that I can do it. I was going to write a book about the things that I could do just to get it off my chest. And if someone asked me, how do you do this? How do you do this? How can you run your own schedule? How do you call your patients? Blah, blah, blah. Like, read my book and make sure you pay for it. Because You're using up my time. You're getting paid for these appointments where I'm the patient, but you're not talking about what I hired you to talk about. And that's mainly abuse and systemic racism. I have a healthcare provider I see like once every 3 months, and I want her to be my counselor. She's not, from what I can tell, I don't think she's from this country. She's a person of color, and she gets it more than anyone I've ever talked to. Even people that are the same race as me, and the white folks that are mainly dominating the numbers in the field of certain health, most health in this country, most health licenses. This person has got a good degree, so they're probably out of touch with what it's like to be impoverished like I am, but I mean, they basically said it was a waste of their time to do counseling, but to each their own, you know. You gotta fine tune your business, and I think a lot. That's one reason I like watching this monk. I think so much, and I can relate to my relatives, some of them, a handful of them, including my partner. I still do raw food diet, and I've got to fine tune that because my fat cells are all inflamed. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I feel like something great is gonna happen, and that I can get out of poverty mentality, but the current people that are looking at me like I can't do anything, or if I say I can't afford this, I want to say, oh, I'm a successful person. Basically, I'm working for free. Like, if I was working for an agency or a nonprofit, I would be getting paid my hourly on my salary rate wage, and I would do the work that I'm doing. Street medicine, answering calls, running blood or lab orders to a fax to a machine or to the lab, and resulting patients, all this stuff. It is what it is, guys. Peace. I'll see you next time. Oh, let's check in real fast. I planted some plants in some containers in the kitchen next to a sunny window, even though this building's really tall and it blocks a lot of light, but it gets a lot of light. This dormer window, it's kind of juts out, so it's able to get some strange light. And there's artificial lights. So I'll be leaving town maybe 3 times this year. I left in December, but maybe 2 more times. One trip we're going to probably have 2 weeks. So just grow until I need to get some more of these garden. I have some gift cards for online. I think I might get some more of these garden self-watering containers for indoors and a couple for outdoors. That's the only thing I can do, and I'll probably have to double or triple each outdoor one. So the front steps gets full sun, and my plant died less than 2 weeks out in full sun in the middle of June, July. So that was sad. I need to replant those. I think I'm going to go down before I get in my shower and bury the leaves. There could be potatoes growing in that for all I know. Bury the leaves and water this stuff and hope no bugs come out, and then just pick up some dirt. And what I do is usually put it in a container. We keep throwing our containers. We have a lot of lids and no containers. Get some container, put some dirt in it, put a bunch of herbs in this, and then water. Put the dirt back on and make sure it stays wet. So I'll have a few months that I can maintain. So I'll start with one planter, and then the ones outside are all stacked and nasty looking, so I need to do something with those. And I don't think they had bottoms on them, or plastic bottoms, which causes, and I think there's a terracotta pot out there. Those are not good for leaving town. You need to have it set up. So they're going to get online. I'm trying to decide if I want to buy food with a gift card. I like eBay. I don't really buy food from eBay. You can buy it shelf stable. I could maybe do, I'd have to drive an hour to get Amazon Fresh or whatever. So there's no Amazon something here. I don't think, I could double check. Things change, like I said. So I'm going to adapt. I'm going to go with what I can do, and then I'll be getting in it's almost 9. I'll be getting in the shower. I'll probably wait till the last minute. I'll probably just get in there at like 9:30, or I could just jump in now. But I want to find the capsular, and I want to get one of these pots that have a sweet potato in it that I was trying to grow. It died during the winter, during the frost, and I tried to bring it in, and then there was these baby cockroaches in here, so I brought it into the stairwell, but there's big gaps between this door, top and bottom, and sides. Everything is gaps. Things come in from outside, retreat it inside, but if you bring something from outside, or they get in through cracks. So we gotta mix the diatomaceous earth with some of the dirt and keep rotating the dirt, which is hard if there's sprouts in it, but keep treating the dirt and rotate it, because if you just treat the top, the bugs will survive on the bottom and either come out the bottom or just go right through it once they're strong. So there's a lot of different things that I have to deal with on the West Coast, but we still have those mite bugs that are getting into stuff, and that's why I took that out, because it got mites all over it. So that one's got to be treated right away, actually. So we had a plant. We got Mother's Day plants from Lowe's and Walmart, and I left it on the floor in the bags, in some plastic bags that I brought. And I told my boyfriend, don't put these out until we clean out the kitchen sink and wash the leaves of any bugs or anything. Put the plant in the sink and wash it, and then put it in quarantine. Throw the bags away in case they're contaminated. Keep them away. And one day I come in, and he had taken them out and stuck them all with my other plants. And I get so mad when I say, I'm going to deal with this. Leave it. I'm leaving. I specifically said, I'm leaving this on the floor to quarantine them, because they're not seed grown. And so everything ended up with mites, and almost everything but my sage bush died. It makes me feel sad, because you have a whole shelf of plants, new and old, and then they all get sick and die. It's really hard. And then I took the others outside, which I wanted to grow inside, and then it's a cascade of stuff that I'm still dealing with. So I'm hesitating to buy marigolds and plants, herbs, mint. I had mint I was excited about. We had 2 mints, and what happened to the second one? They're all dead. So yeah, I gotta treat that soil. I need some kind of plastic spoon or something that I could dig around and sprinkle the stuff. And so I'll probably sprinkle that with the diatomaceous earth, and then I'll probably put it on the top today, and then mix it. I have some borax or boric acid. I have some other stuff. I'm gonna look some stuff up, but I just remember that I can't just put the seeds in, because I just remembered why that plant ended up out away from my little atrium area. And there is room in the bathroom, but I have an aloe and another aloe, which those can also get sick from other plants. But I feel sad, and I feel mad at myself for not just cleaning out the sink and washing the plant. I mean, I could have run it through the shower, but I just feel sad when I'm not listened to, and then everything dies. And that's happened many, many times, going against what I said was going on. And I have to say, there's things I can learn from him, like from pest control and mites and root rot and all that. So I have to take what he taught me, even though all my plants died, and use what he taught me to keep my plants alive. Peace, guys. I feel bad. I don't even want to put this video on, but it's like when you got to clean and declutter your house, the priority is to clean and declutter and forgetting about things that I said I wanted to keep. So as far as to say something nice, my partner, I have been able to, there's stuff that has been lost and thrown out, and a lot of it is me recycling stuff, dirt, egg carton, you know what I mean, like reusing. So I have to, he's been one of the people I can actually live with, and fingers crossed, trust to not throw out too much of my stuff, because I have issues with my mom, my brother, and my ex-husband, and these 5 ladies that came to my house, that they threw my stuff away. They promised not to throw anything away unless or to recycle, donate unless I cleared it, and they lied, and they just started throwing my stuff out the back door and sneaking it out. And this happened multiple times when people said they're going to help me tidy up. What they should do is get a big crate and say, we don't know what to do with this stuff. Books can go on the bookshelf. Videos can go with the videos. They threw away all my Christmas gifts to my kids. I had a movie where one of my friends, on VHS, that one of my friends had been in on one of the military bases she grew up on before I met her. Like, it's sad. Like, I just, there were some bath balls that my kids had made in school that they threw away. Like, they say, oh, when something gets thrown out or given away, you don't remember that you had it. I do. So, that's part of the problem with my brain and the way my brain is. I heard my aunt hates me because my dad called his brother and said that I was smart when I was a little kid, and that she's been jealous ever since and mad and hated me. Hated a baby for being smart and saying cute things, and she has her own child. There's no reason. Her own child is wealthy and working a job that takes at least some, I don't know how you get those 6-figure jobs, but sounds like less stress than my medical clinic, I'll tell you that. But like 1/1000th of the stress that I'm dealing with. But I hate how relatives hate you because of that, and your memory and your mind can distract you, and I would dumb myself down and take really, really bad jobs out of desperation, jobs that nobody wants to do, that pay low. Only me, I'm like, oh, I'm the only one that gets paid low wages and has to work every single holiday. But I feel like I let myself just be mindless and not have to deal with thinking all the time. And that's, even though I did, but I wasn't forced to for the job. I just had to do manual labor and stuff. And now that I'm working for myself for this past year and a half, all the thoughts, all the stacks of paperwork, all the typing that I'm doing, I feel like I'm finally letting myself be myself. And the things that my partner, that I complained about, that stuff is all replaceable. That stuff has already been used and reused, and you know, there's certain things that you want to keep if you have a hidden, you know, my ex we had a bunch of silver coins and mint damaged, it's like a penny that was in really good condition, and he got rid of it all, and I wish I had. Well, there's your $1 million right there. If not, at least it was worth 1,000. It was definitely a prize. And all my silver and my gold that I got. He saved my little duck. You can find that a dime a dozen on eBay. I'm gonna come back to you on that. How much is the little duck that I have? Oh. And I had pieces of the duck. The little scarf was separate, so I finally mashed the two up. So that's my problem, having little things trying to match stuff up. Batteries I don't throw away. I pulled out my battery tester yesterday because I was either throwing away good batteries or keeping old batteries. So this one is really bad. The one I had before where you squeeze it was good. Duracell or someone used to come with the pack, used to come with a battery tester taped into the inside of the recyclable thing. Oh, I wish I had saved those. That would have been smart to save that. That was a good idea, and it definitely was useful. I got some paperwork that's due on the 10th, I think, and I think actually when they say that it's going to expire on the 10th, you better do it before midnight on the 9th, because I think as soon as midnight hits, stuff expires. It's like payments. Oh, your automatic deduction is going to come out. It either comes out the day before, or you can't change it a week before, or it comes out next morning. You see, oh, the transaction's already taken place. That kind of gives me the creeps, but I'm going to work on my finances. I'm jealous and envious of people for being able to buy land, livestock, plants, blueberry bushes, and what I need is the funds. So I need to get out of debt $1 at a time and get back on track. Get on track for the first time. Like I said, being able to think the way that I do, being able to do my work, and manage these medical appointments that I despise going to. It's like I do house calls. I'm almost wrote someone to come to my house and can you come at 7 tonight? Like, I'm gonna keep that in mind actually, because I do house calls. Why doesn't any other people do house calls? But do they take my insurance? Because I was taking Medicaid and doing house calls, and they were paying for it. So it is what it is. I turned in an application, by the way, yesterday. Oh, I didn't turn in the second one for my medical practice Medicaid here. I turned in my application, so I'll do the same for my doula one, and then I'll do my United Healthcare. Actually, I can't get anywhere. I need to call him. I might call him now. And United Healthcare, I need to call because they keep saying that I requested some stuff and I can't get through, and I saw something from October. I don't know. I applied for something a week or two ago that said it will take 10 days to send me some key in my mail, and my NPI number is set to my old address and it won't let me change it, and I requested something in October for that too. So I need to add all of my different addresses because it's got that old office as my mailing and my physical location. And I definitely need multi-state, and updated mailing address. At least one of the addresses. I think I might have a couple of the addresses added, but sometimes these things are telling me that I'm not authorized to be managers on this account. Like, this is only my account. Like, do you want to give me a permission to, like, of course, that's me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this has happened to me more than once, and I've had to call people to try to get them to fix it. And I used to call people a lot more, and now I do digital.